Are you lucky or are you putting the hard work in? What's the key to success? We're breaking it down this morning on Mornings in the Lab. If you're looking for luck, this is the show for you. Show up every single day, roll the fucking dice, and you might win.
Size can make a different appearance. Good shit, brother. Keith, I gotta say, brother, you're coming out of the gate like a banshee, and this is a compliment because shortly before we went on, you had a screen problem, and normally that puts you into a little bit of a sideways spin where the energy kind of sucks some energy out of it. Not today, brother.
How many orgasms did Bonnie Blue have when she banged 1,100 men during that 24-hour sex fest? 69, Elon Musk wants to start a show on X called 69 Minutes. Yeah, true story. And he's looking to fund it.
It wasn't about me. It was about the men. I just laid there and gave them a place to do. She goes, I wasn't worried about where everything was and where fingers were. It was all about the men and the pleasure.
You should be able to tell if you fucking gave her an orgasm, for Christ's sake. It's like you go outside and it's fucking raining, you walk inside, you're wet.
She talked about whether size was important to her during the escapade of 1,100 men. And her answer was no. Her answer was that if it was the size of a forearm, she had to shuffle around her body differently. But if it was a very small penis, that she had to go in different positions to assist the man.
I think more times you empty the clip, the better it's going to be for testosterone. That's what I believe. Strength, you don't want to think clearly. You just need to be a fucking goddamn rape date.
We're talking luck. We're talking, is it lucky? Is it hard work to have success? If someone handed you the perfect opportunity tomorrow, would you crush it? Or would you fumble it?
Call the fucking squat the way it's supposed to be done, dude.
Bad news for shoulder joints. The landmine press moves in an arched path. You can lift heavier. It fixes mobility issues. It torches your core.
If you don't want to fuck up, you got to tuck your elbow tight to your side. That protects the shoulder.
Let's move it into 8 simple exercises that can do wonders for your sex life. We know it's Valentine's week, so let's talk about the exercises, boys, that are going to help. 1,100 guys wanted a piece of it, and there's a waiting list for more. This first half hour has been gold for Keith, John, and Marty. Listen, if you guys are just tuning in, this is Keith. I'm Keith Billy. Fuck, I'm Christopher Martin. What I'm loving about this is as we started this, I'm calling this band, and I'm the leader of the band. But as this band is coming together, it's clear that there's 3 men here working their way up to the front of the train tracks, just pushing this train forward. And it is, pardon my language, boys, it's fucking awesome, man. I can just see the rhythm happening.
Just because you don't play a sport anymore does not mean it's time to let yourself go.
Losing is the worst thing you can do. It puts you behind the other guy. If you snooze once a day every week, there's 45 minutes this week that you just wasted by just laying there.
Yep.
They say in basketball, the ball doesn't lie, but the moves don't. Man boobs don't lie either.
They really don't lie.
They're the tell-all.
The question is, are you lucky or are you just working harder than everybody else? Some people are born into the right family, in the right city, doors wide open. Others have to grind for every inch.
The more places you are, the luckier you get.
There's no such thing as luck. You bust your ass, you stay prepared, opportunity presents itself, you fucking snatch it. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity.
Luck comes after preparation, years of hard work, years of doing shit when you don't feel like it, years of tears.
The one thing you can control is how you respond to life. You can't control what happens to you, but how you respond.
Bottom line is, what makes a person happy at the end of the day is fucking progress.
You can separate yourself from 80% of the people out there by just showing up. It all happens in the dash. Go to a funeral, cemetery, you got born on this date, died on this date. The real life is in the middle.
It's never too late to be the person you were always intended to be. Ooh, that's powerful, man. That's really powerful, because if you're living a life chasing luck, put the luck aside and start living intentional.
You know what hell is? Hell is showing up and meeting the fucking guy that you could have fucking been if you had a fucking sack.
That was the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched from beginning to end. The worst halftime show I've ever seen. And
Hold on.
The worst commercials I've ever seen.
If you are so good, you can wear whatever you want, it works. But if you're not so fucking good, you don't get to wear those jeans. So flip the script. Stop with the procrastinating. Grab the bull by the horns and go get what you want. It's that simple.
Loneliness affects many people, regardless of gender and social expectations, especially around Valentine's Day. But here's the truth. This day isn't a test of your worth.
When everything about the game all the time now in any pro sport is all just about offense, how many points we score, this and that. We got these players and we run these schemes and they're so great. At its finest, at its foundational best, football is blocking and tackling. That's what it is. If you grew up playing the game, that's what you love about it. We're lining up head up on you, right in front of you, and saying, I will beat you every play. I will beat you every single play. Man up. You cannot stop me.
It's so simple to be successful.
Yeah.
Blocking and tackling. It's not
That's it.
luck. They knew what they were doing. They had a freaking plan. We say the same things every day. Show up, be resilient, be consistent.
They just showed up. That's as simple as that. There was no rocket science. There's no magic. There's no magic pills. They just showed up.
In football, you have to be able to block and tackle. It's the fundamental skills of the game.
But you can see, you can see they broke their will, man. You could see the faces of these guys they were just sitting there. They were dead.
We don't need the schemes. We don't need any of the tricks. We don't need any of the smoke and mirrors. We can just line up, head up on you, and we can beat you every single play.
Like I turned the TV on and all I see, my eyes went immediately to his wrist and this fucking gold watch is dangling, right? The Eagles were built brick by brick over time, overnight success after 4 years, right?
Building the house of bricks, brick by brick.
Everybody has an opinion, right? That's what's so great about the Super Bowl, right?
Everybody's an expert too. So.
We talked about her 4 wonderful orgasms that she accomplished over her escapades with 1,100 men. So not only are we creating a great morning show for men, but we're also promoting it, right? It's a media business. So we're telling folks on how to do what we're doing here behind the scenes. Listen, here's something to think about, guys. While you're hitting snooze, here's something. While you're hitting snooze, that guy over there, he's beating you. Yeah, think about it. You're rolling over, you're wondering, I'm gonna get going here. That guy who's beating you is already 9 minutes ahead. If you snooze all year, you're 2.5 days behind the guy that didn't. So nobody should ever say to you that I don't have time. Success is supposed to feel good, right? You grind, you climb, you win. Then one day you wake up with everything you thought that you wanted. One day, the lucky one day. And none of the energy to enjoy it. The slow realization that the game you've mastered is no longer the game you want to play.
That's what I realized. Holy shit. I'm really fucking good at something that is not helping.
They feel the pull towards something more, but fear of letting go of what they've built, Johnny. After 17 years in Silicon Valley, helping to build $10+ billion startups, he hit his breaking point. On paper, the dude had it all. In reality, he was burned out. He was lost and deeply unfulfilled. If you've ever felt trapped in your own achievements, or perhaps lack of achievements, Andy's work is the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. We want to invite you onto Mornings in Lab with Keith and Friends so we can celebrate that person in your orbit and make some great content with you.
Every night about 6:30, this is where your brain really gets a hold of you and it tells you some nasty shit. But I just kept looking. We'll suffer when it's time. Right now, it's not time to suffer.
The moment that you're unable to move the mountain because somebody else is controlling the mountain, you're like, you have to find a way to be patient.
Tell me I got to wait 2.5 weeks and I'll deal with that. But don't fucking tell me I got to wait 3 to 5 days and make me wait more than twice that long. That's what's getting me.
We are the excuse not to hit the snooze button. You do it, you're 9 minutes behind. Put your phone in the other room, get your ass up and get after it.